Now, the company's also leaning heavy into the AI world, right? They've developed this Rex AI. It's described as kind of the first Gen AI engine built for this incident response. Walk us through kind of what Rex AI does and how it's kind of different than regular general purpose AI.
Yeah, for sure. Look, incident response is one of the worst environments for decision making, right? You're under time pressure, information's incomplete, regulators have deadlines that don't care about your fog of war, and you're coordinating people who don't usually work together. So Rex AI is the first generative AI engine purpose built for that environment. It doesn't just summarize, it guides, right? So it gives responders accurate, real time direction based on specific facts of the incident. That matters because the difference between a well managed incident and a catastrophic one is often whether the right people made the right calls in the first few hours. So that's how I would have summarized Rex AI.
Yeah, and I also like that you guys built kind of this executive view. I think they call it mobile command. Tell us about that. It's kind of platform in your pocket.
Yeah. So everything we do, obviously on the desktop, we want to make sure that you can do it on the go because I've personally have been part of incidents where I got contacted while I was boarding a flight. And I'm like, oh man. So, having something like the mobile command at my disposal would have made a massive difference, right? It was just so happened that my flight had some good Wi-Fi and I was able to keep up with folks. Uh, had I had mobile command, I think it would have been a much different outcome. We would have been able to handle it a lot quicker. But I think folks that get that unfortunate call at some time in the day where they were busy doing something, I think this is going to be something that they can appreciate. And at the end of the day, mobile is where a lot of folks are working, right? So we talked about that and we said this has to be something that people can do from their phones. It's just pretty much as simple as that, right? We need to make sure that our customers can deal with this wherever they are, however they choose to deal with it, and most of them prefer mobile.
Yeah, I remember starting this business and kind of needing that kind of mobile on the go or CEO on demand, CEO mobile kind of functionality, and kind of it really kind of was it was strategic for me because I could run the business from anywhere and I had to. So it was it's almost mandatory these days, right? That we have these tools in our pocket. I want to read something real quick from your first public statement from BreachRx that I want to ask you a question about.
Yeah.
You said that the organizations that will survive the next wave will be the ones that can compress the time between knowing and doing across every function simultaneously. What does that next wave actually look like? And where does today's model actually kind of fail to handle it?
So I think a big part of the modern change would be around how AI has shifted things, right? So AI has shifted the conversation from can we detect threats faster to do we even know who's acting inside of our systems? So, we're all deploying AI agents, AI generated code, AI assisted decisions. And most organizations, nobody's mapped the authority those systems have been given. And so the security question isn't just, is the AI safe? It's if this AI makes bad decision, who owns it? And right now that question often gets unanswered. I think in using this platform, especially when you're doing some of these exercises, you'll realize very quickly, we didn't assign this to somebody or who owns it, who's making the call. If your process is manual, I think it's going to be very difficult for you to keep up, let alone if you're getting concurrent incidents like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.